Black Mirror didn't predict the future. It exposed the future we were already building long before we realized what we were creating. Every episode felt extreme at the time, almost uncomfortably exaggerated. But now the world looks disturbingly familiar in ways we never expected. We scroll through curated versions of people's lives every day, just like the rating-obsessed society in Nosedive. In that episode, your entire life depended on the approval of strangers. A smile too forced, a word out of place, and your social score could crumble. It seemed absurd when we first watched it. But look around today. Our worth is quietly measured by followers, likes, engagement graphs, and invisible algorithms that decide what we deserve to see. We chase validation from an audience we don't even know. We perform instead of simply living. And every day, our self-worth becomes just a little more digitized. Deepfake technology is now real. Just like the face-stealing nightmares Black Mirror showed years before we believed such manipulation was even possible. Characters in the show were framed by artificial versions of themselves, perfect for a world where truth becomes optional, that once felt like pure fiction. Now, it's a tool anyone can download. A voice can be cloned in seconds. A face can be placed onto someone else's body with no effort at all. We now live in an era where seeing is no longer believing. Surveillance isn't science fiction anymore. It's built into our everyday routine. Our phones track where we go. Our apps record what we search. Our devices listen for keywords to personalize our ads and predict our next moves. Black Mirror warned us about hyper-monitoring, not through robots or futuristic helmets, but through convenience. The easier life becomes, the more data we hand over. And the more data we hand over, the more predictable we become. The line between helpful and intrusive gets blurrier every year. We are constantly connected, but emotionally disconnected, mirroring characters who lived inside digital illusions instead of real relationships. In episodes where people replaced real affection with digital substitutes, we saw loneliness disguised as connection. Now, millions of us live in virtual worlds, scrolling through highlight reels while missing the reality outside our screens. We communicate non-stop yet struggle to feel genuinely understood. We have more ways to talk than ever, but fewer reasons to actually connect. Even the idea of uploading consciousness no longer feels impossible as scientists explore digital memory mapping, brain-computer interfaces, and AI replicas of human personalities. Episodes like San Junipero or Black Museum once felt like beautiful fantasies or terrifying nightmares. Today, researchers are building AI companions modeled after real people. Loved ones who pass away can leave behind voice models, chat logs, and digital archives that allow an artificial version of them to keep living. The boundary between life and simulation inches closer every year. We are rewriting what it means to remain, what it means to remember, and what it means to be human. Black Mirror didn't invent these fears, it magnified them. It held up a reflection of how easily convenience becomes control, how entertainment becomes addiction, how technology becomes a cage disguised as freedom. Think about how often we check our phones without meaning to. Think about how many apps are designed to pull us back in through endless notifications. Algorithms engineered to keep us scrolling, and content aimed at keeping us emotionally hooked. We surrender hours of our lives to screens without even noticing the exchange. Black Mirror showed us characters trapped in digital loops. Today, many of us live in loops of our own making. The scariest part is not that Black Mirror predicted our world, it's that we walked into it willingly. One tap, one swipe, one trend, one upgrade at a time. We traded privacy for personalization. We traded silence for constant noise. We traded human presence for digital convenience. And in the process, we slowly allowed our technology to shape our behaviors, our beliefs, and our expectations of the world. So now we have to ask ourselves a question far more unsettling than any episode. Are we controlling our technology, or is our technology quietly controlling us? Is the future something we're steering, or something we're surrendering to without realizing it? Because Black Mirror wasn't just a show, it was a warning, a mirror, a reminder that the darkest futures aren't created by machines. They're created by people who stop questioning, people who stop paying attention, people who let innovation move faster than wisdom. Maybe the real problem isn't the technology we create. Maybe it's the parts of ourselves we lose while using it. Leave a comment below, share, like, follow, and subscribe for more.